How you guys doing? Mike, Pratt Family Homestead.
What's up, guy?
Hey, I was doing my Sunday chores. My chores where I kind of get the barn ready for the whole work week so that I have very little to do. This includes cleaning the chicken coop, not cleaning, if needed some cleaning, but more like changing out the nesting boxes and getting fresh bedding down, fresh bedding for the turkeys. Just kind of making sure in general everything's ready to go for the week so that we got a busy Monday through Friday schedule every week. Super busy. All the kids are in different sports, a couple of them 2 or 3 different sports. There's other extracurricular activities that they're in. I mean, and I work like crazy. And Jenny's busy with everything too. So Monday through Friday, having things all set up and kind of just ready to go is really nice. So one thing I've already done, I brought this round bale up. And we have a spot back behind this round bale to drop hay to the goats. The goats have a hay net downstairs. I'll show it to you. And we fill up that hay net. And then we don't have to do anything with hay for the goats for the rest of the week. And really, that hay net will last 2 weeks for the goats. Now, I have played around with loading a hay net with the whole round bale and giving it to them. But all the waste and everything that goes with it, I don't know. It just works better this way. I don't have a good explanation, but for us, it works better this way. There's very little waste. There's not this huge pile of discarded hay down below. So anyways, this works great for us. But I've already gone down to the barn, got a tractor, brought up the hay bale. You see this on the ground. This is what's left of hay that we harvested. But I noticed the very last of it has all kinds of rodent poop on itself, so I don't really want to feed that to the goats. And it might be our barn cat's poop, whatever. So I got the round bale. I brought that up on the tractor. We got it in here. The kids helped me push the bale over up on end because it's really easy to get it to tear away from the sides when it's up on end. Teamwork makes the dream work. And shove it down the hole. There we go. So with the hay done and all that, now we're just going to go down and clean nesting boxes, do chicken bedding, generally check the goat area, as a general thing to check, and turkey pen.
I'm beautiful.
Hey, just say no, I'm recording. There is rain on the way. Forecasted for this evening, so I don't know. It doesn't seem like the animals are out too much right now, which is kind of odd, really. Our beautiful Royal Palm turkeys. We're hoping to get some offspring from them this year. Hi, you guys all hanging out in the same spot? Yeah? All right. We kept meat birds in this area last spring, but they had access to outside, so they would get locked up in here. I'm sorry, last fall, just a couple months ago. They would get locked up in here at night, but I had a whole nother fence set up so they could go roam out here, no problem. And they did. They loved it, but they would all come back in here at night, which was good. All right. This is the turkey pen. It really doesn't look too bad. Just have to put a little more straw down for them, get some of that poop cleaned up over on that cinder block. I gotta rehang their feeder. My system for their feeder failed. That's okay, live and learn. Here's the goat's hay net. It looks like I probably could put a little more in there, but that is plenty good for them. Plenty good for them. Here's chickens. How you guys doing? That water barrel that I've been using, that was one of our first videos we put out after, kind of getting back into things. It's holding up good. It's still pretty full. I'm not going to fill that today. Chickens are all wondering, am I bringing food? What are you guys doing in here? A bunch of lazy bums. Go outside and do something. Let's at least see if I got eggs to collect. Now, in the name of transparency, well, you might not be able to tell anyways. Well, maybe. These nesting boxes are probably a mess because last weekend we did not get around to doing this stuff. And this last week has been just super, super busy. So these nesting boxes really need cleaned. And we got some hens in the nesting boxes. We got some eggs. Overall, I mean, it's not too awful. Those two over there always get really dirty. Apparently the nesting boxes aren't good enough for some, no matter how clean the nesting boxes are. We got hens that'll lay over there. And there's another spot over here they will a lot of times lay in. Oh, there's one there. It's like Easter every day in here. These pans, I soak their chicken feed overnight, and I normally just dump it out on the ground out in the run for them in the morning, along with all the table scraps from the previous day. But when it's raining, thanks turkeys. But when it's raining or snowing or dark outside or anything, they don't want to go outside. So I dump their soaked feed in here. I tell you what, that soaked feed really seems to do good for them. And we are currently, it will probably stop or maybe keep it up. We currently feed our egg layers, our local feed mill's own meat bird feed with a little bit of supplemented layer feed. And when we started doing that and they get that higher protein, kabowie, where our eggs started rolling in again. So, and now we're coming out of winter anyways. So, we're into spring for the most part. Well, you never know in Michigan, but yeah. The lighting in here is not the greatest. So you guys, I'm sorry to deal with that, but let's go do first things first. We're going to go collect some eggs and redo the nesting boxes. We are going to stay vigilant on the eggs over the coming weeks because we are going to start water glassing eggs, which we have never done before. So you may see a video of us doing it for the first time, but obviously the end result in 6 months, a year from now, keep an eye out for that video. See how nasty those boxes have gotten? Yeah, a lot of work there needed. Now, this hen is here a lot. And as you can see, there's an egg in front of her. Now, she's going to be really mad at me. She and I know each other pretty well. She's not trying to be broody with... See that? She's not trying to be broody with this egg or anything. So, are you going to get out or am I coming in? I'm coming in? Okay. Boy, you are violent. But when I come down here tonight, there's eggs under here. You would think she was broody, but I'll come down here tonight to collect eggs. I'll leave them under her. And they are ice cold. She's not sitting on them. She's not staying on them. So she may be getting ready to go broody, and I'll let her go broody. I don't know. Maybe this week I'll start seeing if she's actually going to stay on the eggs in there. But she hasn't been, so it's all right, sweetheart. And she is one of the more violent hens that we have, as you can see. Wow. I mean, she is. I don't think we have a hen that goes after us that hard. Let's get to cleaning these out now. Now that we have the eggs, let's get to clean out these boxes pretty good. Okay, so my lighting options are to turn the light on my flashlight, but here you're going to see dust particles everywhere, me doing that here in the barn. But it is what it is. So right here I keep a scraper to assist me. But if I don't need a scraper, I just wipe out these boxes by hand. And they all generally get dumped. None of these are bad. They're missing, the two on the end are bad that you saw, but they are missing a lot of pine shavings. So a lot of these I don't even have to scrape. This one kind of feels like an egg broke in there at one point. So I just scraped it off, and now we're gonna get started on some pine. We're gonna get started on some pine shavings. As we start collecting eggs for water glassing, I will probably make sure all these nesting boxes are really clean every morning, probably, or every night. It's not going to matter which one I pick, but All right, let's go get some straw laid in here, and we'll call the coop good. It really doesn't need too much straw laid down. It doesn't look bad at all, but I am going to lay some down. Let's go make your pen nice. I really don't do much in the turkey pen, but I will go clean it up. I'll throw down a little bit of straw for them, and I do need to find a temporary solution to hang their feeder. So what we do is we leave that pen open. We leave this pen door open so that they can come and go as they want all day long. Some days they just hang out in there. They're usually in there by night. They've put themselves to bed. But if we don't have the goat take their feet away or hang their feet up high, then the goats go eat it. So that's the whole point. I just like to be able to pull the string, have the goat food hanging up, and not have to worry about it. So that's what I'm going to try to accomplish. I need to find some better rope than the twine I'm using. I don't know. But I may just start putting their food in and out. I might just do that because we have a little door. We have a little door right there that goes into the feed stall that I could easily just pull their feed out and keep their feed in the feed stall and locked up from rats and other birds and stuff, which maybe that's just what I'll try doing that this week. I'll just reach in, get the feeder out, and put it in one of the trash cans, one of the barrels we have in there. We are going to go ahead and lay some straw down. I'm going to take this clip Yep, I can get that out every night. We're going to put another clip on it just so it doesn't run away. Into the feed stall. If that feeder's empty in the mornings, I'll just leave it. But if it has food in it, I'll pull it and put it in one of the barrels in there. All right, guys, that's about it. The rain's a bit early. It has now started raining, so I guess those animals were right. This all didn't take me all that long to do. I don't know. I'm going to guess 15, 20 minutes. The biggest thing is getting the hay chute done for the goats and getting the nesting boxes done and the bedding. But definitely the nesting boxes and stuff. And right. The nesting boxes and the hay. I really like to have that done, and that creates less work for me on the weekdays. I bet you I worked close to 60 hours last week, 65 hours on my job last week. It was pretty crazy. So obviously Jeni does chores and stuff too, but it just gives me peace of mind knowing that a lot of things are taken care of for the week. And if we can't get to it, then so be it. So